how to, customize them and how you want to apply them. So thanks for being here. I'm Vince with Listings to Leads. This call is for all the agents at Millennium Real Estate. And as I was saying, we're logged in as the office. So not all of you are going to see this. This is kind of an invitation to find out who is the trainer at your office. And then I would probably get that message and then I would schedule a call like this. But Andrea and I were kind of already ahead of the game. When you do log in though, you do all see a page that looks just like this. There are 4 buttons up here along the top. Getting started is actually really useful. I'm going to walk us through that because there are some really cool tools that you need to know that are on that page. Facebook advertising, Andrea, you were mentioning ClickFunnels. A lot of people use tools on Facebook. A lot of our clients use tools on Facebook to gather leads. You're going to start to see our tools in just a minute here. And our tools are awesome at capturing leads. So the question is, how do I get those awesome tools in front of people? You probably know people are on Facebook all the time. You may not know that 71% of adults are on Facebook for 40 minutes every day. So that is a great place to put things, and we concentrate a lot. We concentrate a lot on Facebook advertising. You'll find out in our mastermind group that that's where a lot of our clients take our tools, apply them, and get great results. There are other ways, and I'm going to show you some other ways. Open house lead generation. We have an awesome open house toolkit. All you got to do is save the date, and we send you a bunch of tools and do all kinds of great stuff like that. There's a listing presentation that you can download and put your logo in, and that's actually really powerful. Is in combination with just presenting our system. So a lot of people will actually take their laptop on a listing presentation, pull the listing into, even by taking one picture, just put one picture inside on the listings page, and all these tools are created, and you are able to just walk them through that and say, this is what we're going to do to sell your home. And people really love applying us in a listing presentation. So all these things are here. Up here on the top is a listings page. Your listings, I think, are automatically swept into your account, and there's a whole bunch of things, and we're going to dive into what you can do with that. There's a landing page section, which I think is a little more like what Andrea was talking about, ClickFunnels, right? And a landing page, I'm going to dive into that, show you the one that's most popular for capturing seller leads. You should all have that, but we'll dive into that. Your leads are here. Your lead links are here. So let's go back to the home page and let's look at what I really want everybody to sort of get their arms around. And that is this page called Getting Started with Listings to Leads. So if you click on that, it opens up, just a page that Scott and I put together that we think everybody needs to know, right? And kind of like what Andrea was saying is she signed up once or twice, couldn't quite figure it out, right? Like could tell there were people talking about us all the time, but didn't know where to get started. And we feel like this page is really a great place to get started. And so I wanted to kind of walk you through it. Auto posting with listings to leads. We auto post to your social media now. So if you go to your profile and you make a connection to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, we'll auto post your listings to that. CRM integrations. Let me ask, does everybody, and if you just want to put it in the chat panel, are you all using one kind of, and maybe Andrea, you should answer this, are you all using one kind of CRM, or are people using their own and it's kind of, you have various CRMs going on? I'll wait for that answer, but also I'll let you know that we all use our own. Thanks, Brianna. We have integrations. I will show you where to integrate on your CRMs so that when you're capturing leads, you're getting them into, you're getting them somewhere where there's a buyer campaign or a drip campaign going. I'm going to show you just something came in a couple of days ago in our mastermind group. And, somebody took one of our open house tools, blasted it out for $50 on Facebook, and has 230 something leads. You don't want those sitting in your inbox, from one advertisement campaign, right? You want to have some follow-up because leads don't all turn into business instantly. That would be awesome if they did, but that's not the reality. You do need a CRM, and it's best to hook it up. So I'll show you. Client review websites. I asked somebody if they had Zillow reviews. I'll ask all of you, if you have Zillow reviews, please say yes in the chat panel. Yes, Zillow. And then we've got an email signature. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, Brianna's got that. Facebook pixels, I would ask you not to worry about that. It's just one of those techie things. It doesn't move the needle. It's just a techie thing that gets agents' heads spinning around. If you know what it is, well, we can work with it, right? And that's the instructions. If you don't know what it is, focus on everything I'm going to show you today. It will impact your business on the upside. We also, when it comes to listing marketing, we talk about various statuses, and I'm going to show you some examples, but coming soon marketing has a different call to action to open house marketing. It has a different call to action to pending or just sold. Our pending and just sold advertising are actually designed to get you more listings. So, I think in the past, realtors put a listing in the MLS and they might do a couple of things and put some flyers in front of the house and a sign, of course, and wait for an agent to bring buyers to them. It goes in the MLS and buyers find it and they come, and that's how it works. That is not how listings to leads works at all. Our clients love leads. Some like to double end, but definitely if they've got something for sale, they want to find buyers. And if you take a tool like ours and you blast it out on Facebook, or you take a print flyer and get it out in the neighborhood, it's going to showcase that home. It's also many times going to offer a way to get their own home value. And that's just the gist of what we're doing. So we're going to go through that and look at it specifically. Also, if you don't have a lot of listings, we have a page here that says no listing lead generation. If you have 1 or 0 listings and you want to increase that, then there are a lot of tools there to help you do that. There's a section on landing pages and seller lead follow-up, Facebook ads that generate leads, and third-party content if you want to apply that. And then we have live trading, okay? So if you want to set up your profile, market your listings, the lead gen and landing pages, we've got a video right here to help you. You can just click on this little square and jump into one of these sections here. But let's just go into it, right? I think I was looking at my email over here, and I had last night set up an open house, right? And this is one of the tools that gets emailed to you. So I'm going to show it to you since we can see it right here. This is an open house email. It gets automatically mailed to an agent, and I find it one of the most confusing things for an agent. So that's why I want you to see this. This occurs at every status. Remember when I said on the welcome page, we have coming soon, just listed, open house, all these things. Every time there's a status change on a home, we send you a new set of tools to market at that status. And I want to explain this one because it's kind of titled social media post, and it's saying this is for your seller. So really what you should do is click forward, and let's see, and just wipe everything out. This is what you got to do, just everything above here. And we write this down. I think, my partner Scott really thinks people like to read. I don't think people like to read, actually. I know I love to read, but you and we are all so dang busy doing a million things that when you send something like that to an agent, if they can't grasp it in 3 seconds, it's gone. So I want you to understand this, because if they use it, it's going to help you get leads, and more importantly, help you get referrals, right? So what I'm doing is I'm kind of in make-believe land here, saying, Andrea, please post this on Facebook. Right, so you're asking your client, and you could take out the red lines too, because all they need is this. I'm going to show you why. If they take this and they put it on their wall, it's not coming from you, right? That you're going to see here in just a second what this is going to look like. And let me post it, and then I'll talk you through it. Right, so this is one way, a free way of leveraging Facebook with our tools. Now, it's saying it's from me, Vincent Meza, but it really would be coming from Andrea because it's her house, right? And it's going to say, we're having an open house on Sunday, And Vincent Meza at L2L Realty is doing a lot of marketing for it. It's got great turnout. Please share for anybody that you think might be interested. So this is what the homeowner is saying about their house: is we're having an open house. It might be that our home is just listed, or it's, it's just listed, or it's pending, or it's just sold. And I'm going to show you the sold one. But the reason why is, yes, if we click this picture here, it's going to open up a landing page to showcase this home, right? It's going to be the single property website. It's everything about this home. It says that it's open from 1 to 4. And then this page up here, follow this home, is going to automatically pop up and give us kind of a ticking time bomb scenario, right? Because this is like a time sensitive. It's open this weekend. So if somebody wants to follow this or get more information, they can click continue with Facebook. And this is an important thing for you to know. If somebody clicks continue with Facebook, this page pops up, and that's listings to leads reaching into Facebook, getting their name and email as it appears in Facebook and delivering it to the agent, right? So that's a great way of capturing leads, is using our tools, right? There's also lead links on the left-hand side. These lead links should speak to your home. So I can't remember exactly what town you're in, but let's just say you have a home for sale in Scottsdale. You would want these links to say Scottsdale homes for sale. If Scottsdale homes fly off the shelves under 600K, and everybody's trying to buy homes, and have a link that says Scottsdale homes under 600K, right? If there's an adjacent town like Tempe, maybe you want Tempe homes for sale, right? Something like that. But when they click on these links on the side, they can go to your website. And if you have a nice website, you might, be able to capture leads like that, right? So that's kind of what goes on with a single property website. But back to us putting it on Facebook, we asked, in this case, the client to put it on Facebook. Take our ad piece, put it on your wall, client. And there's a bigger value to that for you. And that is, yes, it captures leads, but 2, now all of your clients, friends and family and colleagues that they communicate with on Facebook know you are their realtor. And if you're thinking about getting referrals from your clients, friends and family and colleagues, you could leave some fancy knives after a transaction or some business cards, but getting your name in front of them multiple times from your client is a really useful way. Clients, these homeowners also love this because it's kind of a timely touch. You're saying, hey, we're having an open house. Here's a great tool. Put it out there. We're busy on this, right? Hey, it's pending. Put this out there. And so you're kind of incorporating the homeowner in that process of the whole cycle, right? So, excuse me, that's just one of the tools. We have that when we're doing it, like I said, just listed, open house, things like that. Just listed, just sold. This is also a tool that is used for the open house. And if you're holding an open house, get the Wi-Fi, bring your laptop. Maybe you're going to have a iPad, and just ask people for their feedback. Hey, we would really, welcome them in. Of course, when you're all done, please come here and give us your feedback on this, right? It's a simple kind of, did it present well, very well, right? What's your name and email? Do you have an agent? Enter. At that point, when they click enter, you are going to obviously get their contact information and know it's related to this house. They're going to get a mobilized single property website that also has lead capture built into it. So you can kind of capture them as lead here, and then as they're poking around on the tool that we email them, they can see all the information on this home and possibly kind of re-register there as well. So let's go back and let's see here, listings to leads. I think this is what we started with. This is an e-flyer for the home, open house. It's got, as you can see, all of your favorite lead gen links. It's got your contact info at the bottom. And the thing down here, this is where I had mentioned earlier that we have auto posting for social media, right? And that means that I don't have to do it by hand, right? In the one example I gave you, we shared it with your client. But in this way, I just want the landing page up there. So if we click on either Facebook or Twitter in this automated post, This post just shows up as soon as you change the status on a property. It takes about 2 minutes for us to do the posting. But hey, what went wrong? Let's see over on Facebook if that went right. When you post, we can only post to your business pages. And you can see here that this is what it looks like on our business page. It looks very similar to that tool that we gave to the client. But there are some things that are unique in the auto posting. One is we put emojis. And as silly as that sounds, that's really important. If you're posting things on social media, try to incorporate emojis. I kind of resisted saying this for at least almost 2 years, but we have so many clients around the country that are taking our tools and posting them, and we now know and have confirmation after confirmation that if you have emojis in a post, more people click on it. I don't know what it is. Is it colorful? Does it slow people's eyes down? Somebody once told me it's because you feel like there's a real person behind it. So we auto insert emojis. We also auto insert your favorite hashtags, right? Maybe one of your favorite hashtags is Arizona Realtor or hashtag Millennium Real Estate. But in this case, you know, it's open house, it's the city, it's real estate, realtor, broker, for sale. These are just hashtags. They go up to your business page, and yes, if anybody clicks on that, the listing landing page is behind that, and this tool is designed to do one thing: get contact information. If somebody clicks on continue as Facebook on this page, you're going to see this flash of a page, and then it's going to whip around and say thank you from the agent, and then it's going to drop the consumer on the single property website where they can review the information. And you, of course, have a lead. You know that people are interested in that, right? So, as I mentioned earlier, one of our clients, let's see if I can get back to that page. Yeah, so this is what it looks like here. And if I click on it, it gets us back to this page. One of our clients just 2 days ago said, yeah, I took your open house tool and I blasted it out for $50. And I got, let's just go see, because it was right here yesterday and it kind of blew me away. This is our mastermind group, by the way, everybody. You should all be in it. If you are not in our mastermind group, friend me on Facebook. And I am, let's see here. Let's see if you can see me here. I'm Vincent Meza, obviously. I'll show you kind of what I look like. Let's read through Steve's deal here real quick. In a 24-hour period, he got 230 leads funneled into a CRM. He's already got 6 people pre-approved, right? You can read through this, but basically he ran a $50 ad and a $25 ad. And he tells you that 75% of his leads came from his community page. You may not have a community page on Facebook, but sometimes, and in this case for Steve, it worked out really well. The community page really paid off. Now I want to point out, this is an awesome thing about our mastermind group. It is a secret group on Facebook only for our clients. Our clients know that, so they share a heck of a lot of information. I don't know if you've seen anything like this, but this is the ad that he wrote, how much he spent, how many people saw it, which is 5,000 people, and how many clicks, 338, and out of that, some portion, right, he got 230 leads. That's great. That is, you know, if you're not familiar with Facebook advertising, you can learn a whole heck of a lot about how to leverage it in real estate in our group. Again, this is a different view of the ad. But this, you know, came in, I guess, in September. It just keeps getting chatted about, and so it keeps popping up. But this is our mastermind group. So it's really a place where I think you have to get in our mastermind group. Let's see. And Andrea, I don't know if you're in, but let's see if I can find something where am I? Okay, maybe that's me. Sorry, I'm buzzing around here, guys. I'm trying to get you to see my pic on Facebook, so that you know who you're going to friend with. My name is Vincent Meza, and if you look for me, Vincent Meza in Lafayette, California, friend me, and then I'll add you, and then just say, hey Vince, add me to the mastermind group, and I'll get you in there. And Andrea, if you friend me, or you can also invite your other agents there, right? So that's just how I definitely recommend this group. And I'm going to point out, when you get in this group, look at the word Dustin, and look at Dustin. Actually, you should you should read every time what Dustin says. It's pretty mind-blowing. Here he's actually just saying, hey, I do all of the tools and I'm getting high returns, right? But you should read everything he says. But this one on July 30th blew our minds. It really did. He took a letter that I'm going to show you that each of you have in your listings at every status. So you could use it as just listed. You could use it as open house. You could use it as just sold. All the statuses, we create this tool for you. And you know, it's not really that sexy, right? This is not like a mind-blowing tool here. Actually, we created it years ago, and we never really talked about it because we just, people didn't get excited about it. Until Dustin came on in July of last year, and literally we've had this tool for probably 5 years before that. He said, hey, I'm taking this letter and I'm putting it in a really nice black envelope. And I'm putting a label on it, and I mailed it to 250 homes around that neighborhood, right? And I put my calendar in it, my branded calendar, and I put my Zillow reviews on one page in that letter so that people would open it. They wouldn't throw it away, right? And he said, I spent $625, got it to 250 homes, and from that one mailing got 10 listings with an average commission of $17,000. So he's telling us this is the highest ROI for our recent business. That is awesome. If you guys could all do that, that would be awesome. Now, maybe that might sound too complicated, right? But I can tell you, there are 174 comments since then from other agents jumping in and saying, yeah, we're just taking it and printing it and door knocking, right? We're just doing it, the hard way. He's got a little more, and if you follow Dustin and read through that chat, he's even increased that strategy. But it's just super, super awesome. I'm going to do one more search, and it's related to that particular tool, but it's a totally different agent. And this agent, she's new to our crew, or to our client, to us. And I know this because I see her in the mastermind group kind of asking strange questions about Facebook, just totally failing at Facebook, right? Because she doesn't get it. She sees all the agents going, oh yeah, I got 200 leads and all these great things. And she's like, okay, well, I want to use tools to put it on Facebook. Then we see her in the group saying, I did this and I did that, but I got kind of zero. What's going on? And everybody jumps in to help, and we jump in to help. And I don't think she ever really picked up Facebook advertising, but she's been a client now for about 2 months. And a couple days ago, I guess on the 25th, she said, hey, I took this flyer and I door knocked for 7 hours, right? That is a long time. I picked up 6 buyer leads and 4 listings. So 7 hours to get 4 listings with that one tool, that's a good use of your time. That's kind of like in one day, you've got a month's production, right? You probably, for the average realtor, you've probably got a half a year's production. But that is one tool, and that one tool is something that we email to you as soon as you set up your open house. This is the one tool that you get every time you change a status on a home. It's like, hey, your home is open house. Here are all the tools to market it. Here's your virtual tour. Here's your open house post for Facebook. This is the listing landing page, which I had shown you. And here's that print flyer for nearby homeowners, which I've just been yammering on about, right? And here's that open house sign-in. So once you change the status on your listing, bam, we just start sending all the tools to you, right? So if you go to your listings there, and we're going to go right now, you can see that you can change your status right here. It comes in usually as just listed. If your MLS allows you to market coming soon, take a photo. Just click this green button up here and create a new listing add a new listing by hand. And we're not like the MLS. We don't ask for 100 data points. We ask for 5. What's the address? What's the price? You could say I want to withhold it. What are the bedrooms? And then 1 photograph. And bam, you've got a bunch of tools to market this thing coming soon. And again, if you can market coming soon with inventory being tight the way it is, I recommend you leverage it. Then when it's done and it's just listed, change it to just listed. When it's moved on and become active, we'll change it to active. When it's open house, open house. So that's and if anybody has an open house this weekend, let me know. Just say yes in the panel, and we'll kind of tackle that right now. Danita, okay, Danita, you know what? Danita has jumped in a few times, so we're gonna dive down. We're gonna dive into Danita's profile. You each have a profile, all right? And if you remember, I said, hey, this getting started page really talks about how to set up auto posting, CRM integration. It also talks about client review websites and lead gen signature. Let's do a little setup for Danita. Danita, have you logged into your account yet? Yes. What is yes? All right, you logged into your account. All right, we're gonna take that as that's what that means. Yes, I've logged in. Awesome. Okay. So on preferences, it says show Zillow reviews. If you have reviews on Zillow, check that box and click save. She has it, or maybe we set it up, 10-second delay for the tools, and then pop up the Facebook registration, then show the phone field. You can show the phone field, you can require it. I think if you require it, you'll get in there. Her reviews may be in our team review. Brianne, what is the email address on that profile on Zillow? Do you know what that is? In the Zillow account, and this is for all of us, but you can hopefully, to make it clear, on your agent profile, we have this one working email, danita@danitaandbree.com. And you know, a lot of realtors have been realtors for a long time, and they have some old AOL address in Zillow. That was the email address that they used back in the day when they set up Zillow. Now they have a new working email address, and that's what we're matching to. It's either Bree at AZ Homes. Let's try Bree at AZ. Well, actually, I think we already saved it. Let's just go to the lead gen signature, my reviews. That's it right there. So there's one review here. Is this Danita? Does she have one review? Maybe that other email address has more. We have a lot. All right, so let me click and let me, let me copy that. So let's try the Bree at AZ Home. Come on. Sorry guys, give me a second. Copy. So if you have a different email address on Zillow, as you do in your listings to leads profile, you're going to get some different results. You might get no results. That's typically what happens. So I'm going to paste this email address and save it. And this is going to tell listings to leads to go sweep the leads connected to that. Now the lead gen signature is down here. Let's click the review again. And yeah, there's a whole bunch here, right? And so that's the right one. So Danita's tools or reviews are now set up, right? And Bree, if there's somebody sharing it, you can use that same address in your profile if you're part of a team, and that'll work. And then we've got these links here: Search All Homes, Goodyear Homes, Avondale Homes. If you click on Goodyear Homes, it's going to, I am gonna guess, your team account. Does that sound right? Maybe this is the office account. I'm not quite sure. But you can manage your own links under the area called lead links. Yeah, do you have your own website, Brianna, as a team? Yes, danitaandbree.com, danitaandbree.com. Danita and Asprey.com. You can each do this obviously with your own websites. But when we created it, we created the website to or the accounts, you know, sort of from the office. That we don't go into each one. We set up the basic profiles, and you have to go in, get that getting started page like this, and start setting up your own profile to be maximized for your business. So when I go here, I don't know why, did I misspell it? Oh, it does seem to be opening. Okay, so this is Danita and Bree's page, right? Copy this. Now, I'm not going to get real fancy, but I will tell you this. I'm gonna go to lead links. Search all homes is pointing to the office, so I'm gonna click edit and drive people to your page instead. And let me ask this, ladies. What is your top town where you do business? You can see the ones that we have here. Goodyear, okay. We have Avondale, Goodyear, and Litchfield. But okay, so you're saying Goodyear is it. So what's the price point in Goodyear? Where are people wanting to buy homes? Is it like sub 300, sub 500? You know, there's a point where homes are mid threes, right? So I'm gonna say here, Goodyear homes. Under 300K. And I'm going to make that, when I check it here on the left, it makes it a default link for all of my listings, right? And since you're saying that Goodyear is your #1 area, search all homes is the biggest, broadest, and that Goodyear homes under 300K, and then Avondale. And do you do business in Avondale and Litchfield normally, or no? Like, what do you think? Yes. Okay, so we'll leave them there. Now, that might look like that was some mind-blowing stuff for you guys. To me, I can do this in my sleep. But I will tell you this. When you're selling a home and you have these lead gen links, these sit on the side of the ad, right? I look at a home, I clicked on it, I'm looking at it, and I like it. Maybe I like it, but you probably know this. NAR said it years ago. 1 out of 400 people that sees your home for sale online wants your home. The rest, you know, there's something about it they don't like. They don't like the kitchen. They don't like, well, you got your rugs or the bathrooms, or it's too dark, or it's too big, or whatever. So 400 people, 399 are going to click next and go check out the next one. Now, if they're at this page, oh, I love this house. I went and looked at this house. That's why I know this. Sorry. So when I look at this page and I go to, I can have links on the side. And the home is for sale in Haiku. So I want a Haiku homes for sale. If you put like Haiku homes under 500K and Haiku homes from 5 to 700 and 5 homes from 700 and up, we have had offices get a 50% click-through rate at the office level, which means that for all the ads that everybody was seeing across the system, across the internet, half of the people were clicking a link and getting driven to their website, right? And that's an awesome thing. And what made that happen was the price point breakouts. And they actually had a marketing person set those up on every listing. It's a little, it takes a couple minutes, but there's actually a lot of automation, so it kind of works out. But if you create these lead gen links, these then become part of your lead gen signature. All right. And that means that this is now you can embed this, you can copy it for your email and embed it inside of your email address or your email settings. If you're using Gmail for sure. And then these links are active, right? So every time you send a message out, it's got your favorite links, it's got your reviews. They can even click, you know, get your free home value right here. Oh, great. That's not created yet. Okay. We need to check that out. But what, I got lost there. Give me a second. But that is the nature. I think I got logged out of where I was. Give me a second, guys. That's the nature of Zillow reviews. That is the nature of the email signature, except I had some sort of fatal error there, but figure out what that is. But back to Danita. we kind of got her stuff organized. So Danita, let's see, let's do one more thing. Maybe a couple more things. Preferences. We've got that. This is all sort of set. That's good. If you go to social media here, you can add your social media like your Facebook, and it'll show up as places where people can follow and join your social media groups. That's nice to do. Not major. Not going to move the needle for you. Automation. Have both of these checked. If you're a showcase real estate agent on Realtor.com, check the third one. But check them both, because there's some tools that are really helpful that get automatically sent to you. Now, we set up the lead links. You know what that is. Lead gen signature. Copy this, put it in your email, and it will then, you can start generating. And then the rest you can sort of leave alone. But up here, there are some other tabs. Auto posting. Auto posting is on this page. It's the first thing, auto posting to Facebook. I showed you what my automated auto posting looked like, right? It was in my email. You should check all of these boxes and click save. Now, the rest I can't do, but I'll do it once. I'll do it once, and then we'll kind of undo it. So I want you guys to see what you're meant to do on this page. Click this button here that says connect to Facebook, and it's going to bring you, now don't panic, because I'm going to unconnect it, but what I'm going to do right now is it says, bam, I'm connected as Vincent Meza. So now this would be auto posting to my stuff. But right now it wouldn't do anything, because I have to choose the pages that I want it to go to, right? So I'm going to put it to my healthy eating page. I'm going to remove it anyway. But you would have it to your business page, and you would also probably put it on your community pages. Maybe, yeah, so that's it. Those are the business pages associated to my account. Third thing is get this information, copy the green button here, go over here and click paste. And you can see that this is what it's going to have. It's going to have the property description, the city, the status, the city, your name. Now you might want to have the, what is that name? Danita and Bree, right? Let's see. The key is Danita and Bree, right? So maybe I'm going to put the key is Danita and Bree. So that every time anything goes out for just listed, for open house, for just sold, and it goes out to Facebook, it's going to have whatever brand I'm trying to build, the Danita and Bree team, right? Something like that. If you click save, boom, that's going to start auto posting when you start updating the statuses. You do the same thing on Twitter. Make sure you get your hashtags right. You do the same thing on LinkedIn. Even if you don't have a big following on either of those groups, the hashtags actually get ranked by Google. And if you've got something in Goodyear and people are always checking out Goodyear, they're going to see this pop up, even if they're not a friend of yours. So let me go back to Facebook and disconnect so that you're not auto posting all your listings to my healthy eating, me no likey tramps fan page, right? So now you know how to set that up. Now, Danita, do you use a CRM? What about IG? Well, there is no auto posting for Instagram, but if you post it to your business page and your business page is connected to your Instagram business page, then it should auto flow in there. We see that happening. So if you have one of these CRMs, you can actually connect the CRMs and your leads will go automatically in. You might have something like Follow Up Boss or Realty Juggler that are not on this list. And there are many other CRMs not on this list. And they have, all of those companies, CRM companies, have what's called an email forwarding. They call it different things, email parser. But it means if you send a lead to that email address, it will automatically get dropped into your CRM. It might be something like Deanna at realtyjuggler.net. Put that there, save, and all leads will be flowing into that. So what we've covered here is auto posting, how to set it up, CRM integration. We didn't do the client review website, but we got to do that. I showed you how to set it up. That's the Zillow integration and the email signature. And so that's really, you should be setting all those things up. So while we, if you go to the lead gen signature, oh wait, I'm in it as the office. If you go to the lead gen signature for each of you, your reviews are in that signature. And that's a good place, you know, that's just a great place for them to be. So what do you do with this tool? Because your reviews are out on Zillow and occasionally somebody will see those, but what if you want to get this in front of your market, right? The number one thing I would do and suggest that all of you do when you get a review in Zillow is copy this link and take it over to your own Facebook and tag your client, right? And say, Scott, right? If you tag your client, first of all, this means that you should be friends with your client. So when you're, you know, we're leveraging listings to leads, we leverage social media and we know what we're doing. I can tell you that. I think there are a number of gurus out there to say a whole lot of things, but our clients are just generating hundreds of leads every month because they follow our steps. And so you got to be able to sort of speak that to a homeowner, a prospective client, and say, I leverage the internet, I leverage social media, we're going to need to be friends because I'm going to kind of have you be part of it. And one way is when it's done, you say, hey, thanks for that awesome, you know, that great review. I hope your family, you know, enjoys your new home, right? And you remember how I was saying, you gotta, if you want more people to see it, oh wait, let's not do that yet. Let's paste this in. So over here, I was gonna show you my little emoji trick, but I'm gonna paste that link there, that link from the top of the review page. And either I've got a slow internet or something is happening weird here. Let's just try this. Yeah, that is weird. Maybe it's because where I grabbed it. But usually this graphic covers the whole page. So let's just go do, there's another place to access that, and I don't like that. I don't like that whole interaction that we're looking at there. Where, okay, here. There's another place to access this page, and it might be because, I may not be able to see it here. Let's see, client review website. Let's go client review website. Let's see who this belongs to. I think this is the office one. Yeah, this is not Danita. So Danita, and all of you, when you go to listings, there is a client review website there, and that's what this tool is. So when you paste it there, it makes this a big picture here. Now, the other thing about it is because I tagged Scott, all of Scott's friends are going to see this, and that Scott wrote you a great review. And of course, if they click on it, what happens? All your reviews pop up, all of your listings are on the side. And Danita, is this where you're having the open house, this property here? Or are you holding another open house? Or are you holding an open house? Are you holding an open house, Danita? Sunday. But it's for another property, right? Go ahead, Andrea.
Okay, so I think I can kind of see what's going to end up happening with Danita and Bree. So not to get off track too much, because I know I told everybody an hour, but
all right.
Listings go into Danita's name and sometimes into Bree's name.
Yeah.
And are they better served to utilize listing to leads with one page as a team, or should they remain individual? And maybe that's a question you can answer afterward, but I can kind of see, like, if they're doing this,
yeah. So it'll
end up being,
yeah. So they're welcome to email me, and maybe we have a quick chat about what they're doing, how they do it. But let me give you the short answer. Anybody can click this add button and grab an active listing and let's say it's Danita's listing, but Bree is going to market it, or vice versa. This is how they would pull the listing into their own account, even if they're not the listing agent. So once you pull it in there, it's going to be right here, and then you can say, okay, well now I want to edit it, and when I edit it, I'm going to click Open House, and I'm going to save that date and time, and I'm just going to save it right here, right? I'm going to enter it here, put it here, and all those tools I've been showing you on the Open House are going to get blasted to you, right? So that's kind of how the listings area works. Once you have your auto posting set up, take advantage of these tools that are, take advantage of it as pending and sold. And we are running, we're going like into 10 minutes. So I'm going to sign out here, and I'm going to sign in as me, because I want you to see the other call to actions I want you to see what things look like when they're sold, is basically what it is. And I also want you to see a landing page. So back on this page, it does go in detail about what to do with coming soon, what to do with open house, what to do with pending and just sold. But I just want you to see it before I let you go, because it starts to really click for agents when they see our just sold advertising, about how to leverage their clients, how to take our tools and get them out there. So I think I've got inside of my account a property that is sold already. Yeah, right here. And there are a couple of tools that I definitely want you guys to be using. One, you want to put something out there when you sold a house. And I want to tell you the tool that I like the most. Notice that it's already auto posted for me. I actually like the single property website when I'm marketing a home. And if I click single property website, I can see it. If I click this eyeball, I can see it. You're going to see that I have a video embedded there. You might be using a professional photographer, and they give you a video, and it's really nice. If they put it up on YouTube for you, you can just copy that link and put it in the back of the listing, and it looks just like this, right? Notice I got all my favorite lead gen links here. But this is just sold, and when the call to action comes here, it says, hey, this is going to affect your home value. Get your free home value here. And all you got to do is type in your address, and bam, that's how it starts working. So you should be taking this anytime you sell a home and going to Facebook and running an ad on it, right? Now, how to run an ad is, there's a few steps to it, and I'm going to email you my instructions. But you should say something like this. This home was in contract in less than 7 days, right? Or, I mean, you got to tell the truth here, right? But that's big news. That's something that many agents don't even know they should be talking about. But you may not know this, but selling a home as a homeowner is not a really exciting process. It's nothing nobody wants to do. It's close to root canals. And if you can tell them you can sell it fast, or you can sell it, over asking, for, I don't know, 10K over asking, that is huge news. And most agents don't even think to share that. You paste this link here, and it shows a picture of the home. It all looks good. And if they click on that, well, that single property website's going to pop up. And that's great information, right? That's just all good stuff for you. Now, also, when the home is, let's just push that so we can come and look at it later. Remember I mentioned social media for your seller, that you're going to become friends with your client, and we're going to send you an email, and you just got to forward what's at the bottom. I want you to see what it looks like when your client, who you just sold a home for, puts their tool on their Facebook page. Again, when they do it, all of their friends and family and colleagues see this exact same thing. Now, this is slightly different from what I just posted as the agent. The graphic looks the same, But it says our home just sold, and we want to recommend Vincent Meza at L2L Realty for doing an excellent job. And here is his name, email, and phone number, right? And if they choose to click on it, it's going to be the information on this home, right? The single property website. And they look at the virtual tour, they see it's in their neighborhood. And when this home pops up, it's asking them a free home value. So that one post, when it's sold, can get you listings, it can get you referrals. Just take advantage of the tools, okay? We've got 5 minutes here, and I gotta tell you, I think because it's Saturday morning, I've just been yammering on it. My apologies. But there is a section here called landing pages, and we've probably got 5 to 10 people every day coming to Listings to Leads just to get this section, which you all have access to. And what I want to point out is, Andrea, I'm going to put this recording of this call up online today, and I'm going to email it to you with 4 other links. The third link on that will be Facebook advertising. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I can keep going. All right. If you want, I can hang out a little bit longer. I'll go into a little detail then here. The number 1 page you want.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Just I might have to jump off, but okay. If they do, that's fine. We can.
Yeah. So you should have a page like this for every town that you want to build your business in. Like I was saying, Goodyear was one that you wanted to do, right? I know, Danita. Yes, you can contact me. I'm Vince at listingstoleads.com. This is, let's see here, I'll show you. This is my Pleasant Hill page. And the point is, you do not want to use property valuation landing pages at a county-wide level. Actually, the more specific you get, the better. For instance, I live in a small town called Lafayette. There's only 25,000 people in this town. And Andreas saying there's a great video. I'm going to send you my video on it, which is really step-by-step, not only how to do it, but how to do it correctly. It talks about the mistakes that most agents make. In Lafayette, there's a really cool little neighborhood called Release Valley, and these homes are gorgeous. And if you target that and you say, what is your Release Valley home worth? Well, only those people are going to hit it. Those are all multi-million-dollar properties, and that if you're targeting small areas, you want to kind of get specific like that. But you get a little picture in the background. So, guys, answer this question for me. In Goodyear, what's the big major landmark in Goodyear? And while you're doing that, I'm going to click on Property Valuation Plus because I want you all to have 4 or 5 Property Valuation Plus pages in your account. You select Property Valuation Plus, you type in Goodyear, you spell it correctly, and you capitalize the first letter, and then you click Add Landing Page. So are there any landmarks in Goodyear? Is it just a downtown street? I've never been there. Spring training, Goodyear Baseball Park. Goodyear Baseball Park. Okay, let's go here. Goodyear Baseball Park. So once you create that page, it brings you to this editor page. All right. And there's not many things you need to do. So I want you to follow me of what you need to do. One is you need a good background picture. This generic coffee cup and phone thing, this does not do much for anybody. But if you click on images over here, and you can take this photo with your own, what do you call it? Oh, I need to click tools and click size. If you hold a smartphone like horizontally, if you got one of these new ones, the picture is going to be totally fine. This is going to work. So 3,000 is a big, let's see, trying to find something. Let's do this one. Let's save. And go back to this landing page section, click upload image, and click save up here, and it'll refresh and show you that image in the background. Now, you can see on the left-hand side, there are just a ton of things you can do. And I recommend that you don't do any of them. I recommend there's only 2 things that I think you should do when trying to create this page. Number one, and most important, is change the background picture to something that is really relevant to your market. And I'm going to just drive on this one more time. I set up a Coldwell Banker office in New Jersey years ago, did this call with everybody, and I said, hey, you got to do this, you got to get an image. And a month later, the manager called me and said, Vince, we're getting all these leads all over. It's awesome. And the number one ad for getting home values is the one with this diner that's been there for 70 years in this small town in Summit, New Jersey. It's not the $1 million property. It's not all the funny, fancy things that we think. It's the place that everybody in town knows, the Summit Diner in New Jersey. Okay? So I'm just pointing that out. Everybody knows Goodyear Park, right? So that's probably going to be really good. There's one other thing on this page. Click Advanced Options. There's a red button that says New. Check this box and save it. That is going to give a monthly update. So anybody that gets their value on this page, every time they do it, every month they're going to get an updated value from your email address. And then in that email is also going to be a place where they can schedule a consultation with you, right? Maybe they're ready now. So this page is ready to go, right? That's it. And we integrate this with a lot of different things. So there's more that you can do with this. But you should be taking this, and I'm going to run an ad real quick on Facebook for you. And if you know anything about running ads, where does the home value come from? You have 2 options, the Zestimate or onboard infometrics. I suggest you test out both and see what's most accurate in your neighborhood. I'm creating an ad. You're welcome, Dina. The thing about this is you always want to run an ad on traffic. You'll see what I'm talking about right here. You won't see this. I have an ad blocker on my browser, so they're always complaining about that. Drive traffic, start over. Start over. Drive traffic. This is where you go. So you're trying to drive traffic to your page, right? And that's like key. So you should name it. Let's give it a second for it to do its thing here. You should name it something like Goodyear Value and the date. And then only you see that, but over time you should be running ads frequently. It'll build your brand, you'll get leads. Here's a number one mistake. You see placements, and actually let's go to audience first because this is kind of where you do it. So where it says include, it's kind of targeting all the US. You don't want to have all the US. You want to type in Goodyear and Goodyear, Arizona. And, you know, Goodyear, Facebook is fine to say, hey, 25 miles out. If you're doing an open house, maybe 25 miles out is for sure. Yeah, maybe you just sold. You want people to know you know how to sell homes, but not when you're doing a home value. They have to live in that city, and that's what it is. And not everybody in this location up here, they have to live in this location. So only the people who live in Goodyear are going to see it. You don't want 18-year-olds clicking your ads, so choose your minimum age. And here is the place here where the biggest mistake, nobody knows what placements is, and then Facebook is recommending this to you. You want to edit placements. And this is going to blow a lot of your guys' heads, so you're going to have to hear me out. When you are trying to get listings, when you're running an ad to get homeowners, not buyers, turn off mobile. Otherwise, people click on it on their phones and they get confused and you get clicks but no leads. Now, we can talk about mobile and all this and on Facebook, but I'm just letting you know that time and time again is how the biggest mistake is people leave it on default instead of changing it to desktop only. Lifetime budget, this places the money at the optimum time for you. I usually recommend when you're running a home value ad to start on Friday and on Monday with about 30 bucks. You can put, and it's saying the budget is low, that's because it's punching out a month later. I'm going to have this end on Monday. So now my budget is fine, and click continue. And here is where you are getting the home value page here. Again, copying this link, single image ad, choose the business page you want it to show. I'll make my healthy eating page again. And paste in the link of where you're driving that traffic to right here, and just click outside of the box, and then it sort of pushes it over. And notice underneath it says, what is your Goodyear? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Just change it to free Goodyear home values. This line up here, recent home sales have affected your home's value. That is a true statement, but kind of close to useless. What really works is something like this: 30 homes sold in Goodyear last month. And the high was, I don't know, 500K. Click here to get your automated online home value in less than 15 seconds free. And that there, let's see here, spell that right. Killing me. That second line works for everyone across the country. You should add some emojis. When you push that, if you put 30 bucks, a seller lead usually costs about $1 a lead on Facebook. So once you start getting good at running that ad, a lot of our clients run ads for $100 because at the end of the weekend, they have 100 listing leads. You got to manage your budget, obviously, but I'm just letting you know that that's how it works. You push this and make it live here. So I know I ran a little bit late. Andrea, thank you for pulling everybody together. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Use the tools. They work really well. Don't forget, find me. I'm Vincent Meza. Find me on Facebook. Look for Vincent Meza in Lafayette, California. Friend me and then say, hey, Vince, add me to the group. And I will do that. Thank you, Rainey. Everybody have a great weekend. I will get this video up, and Andrea, I'll send it to you shortly. Get in that mastermind group. Ideas of what to write are in the mastermind group all the time.
Perfect. Okay. I really appreciate it, Vincent. I know it's super early for you in California, and it's a Saturday, so I appreciate you accommodating us.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
No problem. Guys, I can tell you the trick to listings to leads. The trick is using the tools. If you use them, you will be getting leads. So everybody have a great weekend. I'll get this up into you today, Andrea. Thanks so much.
Okay.